Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Now, you are known as the father of soft leadership. How did you get that title?
The thing is, after I joined the Indian Air Force, I developed my passion for leadership. And in the year 2007, I joined for my PhD in soft skills.
Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Today's episode brought to you by Mugs Coffee of Lebanon, Oregon. Great coffee with a hometown feel. And by the Jalot Home team of Keller Williams Mid-Willamette. For all your real estate needs, call Laura and her team today in Lebanon, Oregon. Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. We are so glad to have you guys here today again, and just really appreciate you taking time and letting us add value to your life. You know, I bring you every week people who are just great at connecting, amazing people who are great at connecting. And today I have an excellent gentleman back for the second time, Professor M.S. Rao, who is just a fabulous bundle of energy and a great person to talk with, but also just has a mind for leadership and all of the great things going on today in sales marketing, all the things going on. But soft leadership is really his key point that we're going to talk about today. But before we get to that, I just want to tell you that I am Russ Hedge, coach and motivational speaker, and I love to connect. And the best way to connect with me is on my website at russhedge.com. And you can go there. You can get all of my connection points, the social media, and my email, anything you need to connect with me. That's russhedge.com. And I would love to chat. You can even schedule time to chat with me right on russhedge.com. And I'd love to get to know you. So check that out today. And without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and go straight over to Professor Rao. How are you doing today, Professor?
Excellent. I'm doing great. And thank you for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be on your show for the second time. And thank you for giving me another opportunity.
Well, you are so welcome. And you know, we had such a great visit the first time, and you have so much information. We couldn't even begin to pack it in. This podcast only being a short podcast, we want to get some more information in today about soft leadership. So first off, before we jump into that, just give us a real quick point of where you came from and how you got to where you are today. Just a little snapshot.
I came from humble origins with a toxic family background, and I'm basically from a poor family background, and where my father was an alcoholic, and my mother is a constant naysayer with a negative attitude. The break has come to me when I joined the Indian Air Force. Indian military I joined when I was 18 years old. And after I joined the Indian Air Force, I developed a positive attitude, and I grew as a leader. I developed a passion for leadership. And when I joined Indian Air Force, I was not even a graduate, but I acquired several qualifications through my hard work, like BSc, DME, MBA, PGDCLL, PGDBM, and MBA. So likewise, I acquired various qualifications by sacrificing my leisure time and by sacrificing my annual leave, casual leave that I get from defense. You know very well the military life is very tough and challenging, but despite that, I used to sacrifice my personal time to acquire education. And right from childhood, I have been passionate about education and learning. Uh, Afterwards, I joined business because my father-in-law has invited me to join the business, but he didn't stand by his commitment. He backed out from his commitment, and my brother-in-law backstabbed. Then I had to leave my business and got into teaching field. So in teaching field, I started inspiring students, and that I discovered my true calling for teaching in the teaching field. So after I got into teaching field, I started writing books. For the last 10 years, I have written around 50 books on leadership, students, success, mindfulness, and I also wrote a book on women leadership. This is how what's all about my life journey, and my passion is to share my knowledge freely with the world. Morning 4 o'clock I get up, night 10 o'clock I sleep. In between, I keep writing articles and I keep sharing free knowledge through my blog titled Vision 2030 1 million global leaders. If anyone types on search engine Vision 2030 1 million global leaders, they can find my blog where they can find free stuff, free articles. My vision is to build 1 million students as global leaders by 2030.
Well, it's amazing. You are like a writing machine. Not only have you written 49 books at least, but you're writing articles all the time, and that is amazing. So now you are known as the father of soft leadership. How did you get that title?
The thing is, after I joined the Indian Air Force, I developed my passion for leadership. And in the year 2007, I joined for my PhD in soft skills. Because in India, there's a skills gap. Students, those who pass out of the educational institutions, they are not employable. They have technical skills and hard skills, but they lack soft skills. So then I thought that that was the gap among Indian students. Then I started pursuing my PhD in soft skills. So in the year 2011, I earned my PhD in soft skills. I have researched for 4 years and got my PhD. Then what happened? I keep writing articles, doing research. Then I blended leadership with soft skills and coined soft leadership. And I started writing research papers. Several research papers have been published in Emerald Journals. Several articles have been published, even in Leader to Leader. And I have written several books on soft leadership. As a result, I have become the father of soft leadership. And I'll show you a couple of books on soft leadership. I've written around 4 books. This is a book on soft leadership. Dave Ulrich, the father of modern HR, has written a foreword for this book. And he's a legend in modern HR. And he's trying to write foreword for this book. This is one of the books on soft leadership. Okay. And this is another book on soft leadership. Bill Treasurer has written a foreword. This is a second book. And now this is the third book on soft leadership to achieve global peace and prosperity. And you can see Dennis Carey, the vice chairman of Korn Ferry, has written a foreword for this book. And one more book, which is not with me right now. I have written a book recently. The title of the book is Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership. This is the book that has been published in this year in USA. And I'm excited to share with you that Philip Kotler, the father of modern marketing, has written a foreword for that book. And I'm also excited to share with you that I have dedicated that book to Peter Drucker, the father of modern management. Because Peter Drucker has been my inspiration in management ever since I joined my MBA. So I started liking his principles, philosophies, and practices. So based on these all contributions, so I am known as the father of soft leadership.
So if you could boil soft leadership down to just a couple sentences, what would the definition of soft leadership be to you?
Soft leadership is about leading people through soft skills and people skills. It is emphasizing people orientation without compromising task orientation. It is based on the right mindset, skill set, and tool set. This is what is all about soft leadership.
Perfect. So the difference between, I know you compare soft leadership with soft skills. Give us the contrast between soft leadership and soft skills.
Soft skills are all about your personality, attitude, and behavior. Soft skills, people think communication skills are soft skills. People think people skills are soft skills. The actual definition of soft skills is that Soft skills are the skills and abilities related to your personality, attitude, and behavior. So it is obvious from this definition that soft skills depend on three ingredients, that is personality, attitude, and behavior. On the other hand, soft leadership that I have coined has got 11 characteristics. I call them as 11 C's. They are character, charisma, conscience, conviction, courage, communication, compassion, commitment, consistency, consideration, and contribution. These 11 C's collectively constitute soft leadership. So both are different, but the point is that soft skills are the foundation of soft leadership. Soft skills are the subset of soft leadership.
Perfect. Yes. And so the importance of communication, and you mentioned a lot of C's there, but communication and connection through soft leadership. Discuss those two items.
As I have told you, soft leadership is based on 11 C's. Out of 11 C's, 1 C is about communication. Okay, communication is the key for any leadership, but it is more so in the case of soft leadership, because soft leadership emphasizes on persuasion, recognition, appreciation, and it is to lead people with persuasion skills and people skills, right? So communication is the key thing of soft leadership. And secondly, connection is also required. So when leaders want to connect with the stakeholders and other people, either subordinates or superiors, whatever it is, so they need to connect with the people. So connection is essential, and prior to connection, it's the communication. Only when you communicate with others clearly, you'll be able to connect with them effectively. So both communication and connection are essential for an effective soft leadership.
Yeah, and then you are a master at that. You have great communication, great connection. The two of us, when we connected up, you are very good at relating and getting through the elements that you want to communicate. And that's been really great. So, hey, here at the end, I would like to do something fun. We didn't even really talk about this, but I wanted just to ask you, outside of communication and dealing with all the COVID craziness we've been dealing with, what does Professor Rao love to do in life outside of work? What is like a hobby or a fun thing, like your family or whatever, that you love to do?
For me, I'm passionate about sharing my knowledge freely with the world. I love students. I want to groom students as global leaders. And my basic areas of passion are writing, speaking, consultancy. Leaving these three things, I love my wife, Padmavati. She's brilliant and beautiful. She's very humble and very simple. I am what I am because of her support. She has been supporting me through thick and thin for the last 30 years. We have crossed 30, now more than 30 years, she has been supportive. So I love her, I admire her attitude, simplicity and humility. So that is about the personal level. At the professional level, I am passionate about students. I want to share my knowledge freely with the world until my last breath.
Right. Well, that's just it. First of all, we talked about how we both are so blessed with beautiful, wonderful wives who support us. Yeah. But also, I just love the fact that you have such a giving heart, that you want to reach out, teach people, and share your knowledge. And I really, really appreciate that about you. But believe it or not, our time is already gone. So I just wanted to once again have you give us your connection, how someone would get in touch with you. So what is the best way to get in touch with Professor Rao?
I don't have any website, but when people type on search engine, Professor M.S. Rao. M means motivation, S means success, R-A-O. When they type Professor M.S. RAO, they can find so many pages about me on Google. So they can find my social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. They can find, and more than that, they can find my Amazon link uh, that contains all my books. So they
All
can
your
purchase
books.
copies
Yeah.
of my books, and total 50 books I have authored, including one edited book. And they can find, they can subscribe to my YouTube channel. If they type Professor MS Rao YouTube channel, they will find it. They can subscribe, they can view videos and share with their connections, and they can find my Vision 2033 1 million global leaders. There's a blog where I post free quotations, articles regularly. I'll be posting and sharing my videos, all those things I do it. So they can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and they can subscribe to my blog Vision 2030 1 million global leaders. They can also purchase copies of my best-selling books on Amazon. One of the best-selling books is See the Light in You, for which His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword, which is doing good, and I'm getting great response globally. The title of the book is See the Light in You.
Perfect. Yes, I will actually, and I'll make sure on those connection points to link to those in the show notes so people have that as well. And I just want to thank you again. It's been a pleasure talking to you again. For a gentleman who's a PhD author, world-renowned speaker, and all that you do, you are such a great guy to talk to. And I want you to know I really appreciate you. You've really given me some great information, and I do really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on again today.
Indeed, I'm grateful to you because you are also passionate about sharing your knowledge, bringing the right thought leaders onto the platform, where you can add value to your listeners and the people. You have got such a kind heart, so I appreciate my association with you. Within a short span, we have become very close and very friendly. I personally like your attitude of gratitude, and secondly, your passion to add value to your listeners and readers, whatever it is. I once again I thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I do really appreciate it. And so with that, we're done for another episode. Thank you so much for all of you for joining in today. It's been great. And I know that Professor Rao has added value to you because he's added value to me. And so I just thank you so much for joining in today. Until we see you again, have a great day and a great life. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.